Welcome to Nita versus Flash Fiction Stories. High above the bustling city of New York, tucked away from prying eyes, stood Eden's place. Inside was a maze of rooms with no windows, stairs that led to nowhere, and the place where artists came to sing their way to stardom. Sheba had hemorrhaged for this chance. For years, she hustled in smoke choked bars, sang to empty rooms, and drowned in rejection. But playing Eden's Place was a dream come true. You see, anyone who mattered had graced this stage. And tonight, it was her turn. Standing still by the entrance, maybe a little too still, stood Mr. Lindsay, the doorman. His eyes were dark and his skin sullen. He welcomed Sheba to Eden's Place. You've got a big night ahead of you. Sheba stepped through the doors. A chill danced up her spine as the walls hummed with music and the chandeliers glinted with flames. Eden's Place was alive. Sheba checked into her room and collapsed onto a satin-covered bed. But when she woke, something felt off. I'm nervous. It's just my nerves, that's all it is. She slid on her best gown. It clung to her curves and punctuated her melanated skin. Sheba was ready. She headed downstairs to the room she had been assigned to perform in, the Fitzgerald room. She took center stage in front of hundreds of eager faces. They leaned in, and she hit a note that filled every corner of the room, her soul pouring out into the song. The composition? Liquid gold. Listeners swayed and devoured her sound. She was an instant hit. When her performance ended, the room erupted into a thunderous applause. And that's when Sheba saw him, Barry Reynolds, a talent manager, otherwise known as the Star Maker, the man who created legends, and the one who had to have her. After her set was finished, Barry went backstage. Sign here, baby, you've earned it. He was answering Sheba's prayer. She barely glanced at the contract before she scribbled her signature across the page. The paper drank the ink and sunk into the page, and her set schedule appeared. 8 p.m. every night from now to eternity. An off-key, sharp piano note rang out. A gust of wind swept through the room. The walls faded, the chandeliers dimmed, and when Sheba turned around, the Fitzgerald room was in ruin. She staggered backward, her heart slammed against her ribs. She whispered, "What is this?" "This is Eden's Place, the ultimate residency." And then she heard the overlapping harmony coming from the skeletons in faded gowns and crumpled suits that sat at the tables. Some she recognized, legends in their own time, artists that she worshipped. Sheba tried to run but couldn't move. The stage held her feet in place as if it had grown roots to them. Barry exclaimed, "You put on one hell of a show, young lady." Mr. Lindsay appeared and smiled. "See you at 8, Miss Sheba." The curtain dropped.